Policy address lays out ambitious plan to help the needy. Seniors promised more living assistance. And Thai government reaffirms election date. Good evening. The Chief Executive laid out a vast range of new initiatives today in his second policy address. Leung Chun-ying announced more help for the poor and the elderly and promised to make affordable housing more accessible. As Diane To reports, the CE insists the plan is affordable. Much of today's policy address focused on help for Hong Kong's working poor. Stephanie Choi has more on a new allowance for low-income families. Today's policy address included a 10-year public housing target of 470,000 units. Evelina Leung explains how the government plans to make that happen. A government task force will explore how to turn Lantau into one of Hong Kong's core business districts. The plan is to fashion the island into a gateway economic centre linked to the Pearl River Delta. From an outlying island to a major economic district, Leung Chun-ying has vowed to transform Lantau.
It will become a core business district in addition to Central and Kowloon for promoting economic development and providing job opportunities.
With the completion of the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge and the Tuen Mun-Chep Lap Kok Road link in the coming years, the government says Lantau will become an essential connecting point between the two sides of the delta. The East Lantau metropolis will be based mainly on an artificial island to be built between Lantau and Hong Kong Island, with an area of between 1,400 and 2,400 hectares. Other areas include the 130-hectare artificial island, where the Cross-Delta Bridge's border control facilities are located. The CE is setting up the Lantau Development Advisory Committee to assess development proposals.
The Secretary for Development, in collaboration with relevant bureaus, will solicit proposals through committee to capitalize on the benefits brought by major infrastructure projects in the area and the synergy between Hong Kong and the PRD, while striking a balance between development and conservation.
Hong Kong's third core business district will also serve to accommodate the city's growing population. Senior citizens can expect more help from the government. Vicky Kung reports on promises for more medical and living assistance. Elsewhere, Thailand's government is sticking to a plan to hold elections next month, despite renewed efforts by government opponents to derail the vote. James Aiken with the latest on that country's deepening political crisis. And in sports, relentless heat at the Australian Open didn't stop Li Na and Serena Williams from going to the next round. And before we go, here's a quick check of the weather. Mainly clear and dry for Thursday with light winds. Lows of 10 to 12 degrees in the morning with a high reaching about 17 degrees. That's all from our newsroom. Thanks for joining us. Good night.